Hey everyone, Pat Armstrong here, and as you can see today we're actually in my office slash library slash man cave, whatever you want to call it. Before we begin today's video, I want to share something with you. I recently had a conversation with one of my college mates by internet, not face to face for all you coronavirus social distancing police out there. She asked me, when do you have time to make all those videos? Now, under our current circumstances, I asked her if she was being facetious. And then she went on to say, regarding one of my videos, reading is so important, and I used to do it a lot more. She then went on to say that she found it very interesting that I can come up with so many ideas for videos and that I was very creative. And my response, of course, was, that's what reading does for you. So in the September-October 2019 edition of AMAC magazine, if you're not familiar with AMAC, it's one of those elite clubs you get to join once you turn 50. And in this particular issue, in the publisher's letter by founder and CEO Dan Weber, he had this to say: reading is an excellent resource for learning, as it exposes us to a wealth of ideas and perspectives on a multitude of topics. It pushes us to think and reason, open our minds, and intellectually and emotionally go places we've never been. It increases our understanding so that we someday apply and share what we have learned with others. And you know, that is my basis for doing these videos. I get nothing in return for this except the satisfaction of hoping out there somewhere is someone who may be able to glean something from what I have shared here. But I want to take this one opportunity to toot my own horn. Years ago, through eBay, I had my own online bookstore. Now, due to where we were in life at the time, I made the decision to close the store. But recently, I have reopened my account with eBay, and I currently have somewhere between 100 and 150 books for sale. So I'm asking you if you would go to eBay and check out Pat's Media Market and see if there might be anything there that might interest you. Take advantage of this time now of isolation and social distancing to pick up a book and read it. You never know, you might just learn something. Stick around for today's video. Hey everybody, Pat Armstrong here with the newest edition of Increase, the lifestyle vlog for men and the women who love them. Now I know I recently released a video talking about car insurance, but I am still in the middle of this transaction myself, so I decided to go ahead and make a part 2 to my other video by giving you 6 proven ways to pay less for car insurance. If you want some practical ways to save some money, stick with me. So number 1, shop often. Now I recommend doing this at least once a year, if not at each 6-month renewal. The savings can be tremendous. A rate analysis by carinsurance.com shows the average savings you get from comparing rates range between $350 and $3,000, depending on what state you live in. Now personally, when I switch this month, I will save about $400 over the next 6 months. Now the reason for the variability is that each insurer plugs dozens of different data points into its equation to come up with a unique price for you. No two companies calculate rates the same way, and data changes over time. So it's particularly important to shop around when milestone events occur, whether positive or negative in nature. These events can include purchasing a new car, adding or removing a driver from a policy, getting married or divorced, moving, buying a house, getting a DUI or other major violation, being in an accident, having a significant change in your credit score. Number 2, review the discount menu. Don't just rely on an insurance agent to tell you which discounts you qualify for. Ask for the full menu that the company offers and review it carefully. You might find a few that aren't so obvious. Number 3, groom your credit report. CarInsurance.com's rate analysis found that rates for drivers with fair credit scores were on average 17% higher than rates for those with good credit scores. And rates for drivers with poor credit were even higher, 67% more than those for drivers with good credit. Number 4, consider giving up smoking. Most car insurance companies don't ask if you're a smoker or not, but still, there are exceptions. A few car insurance companies may inquire about your smoking habit and charge you higher rates if you say yes. This has everything to do with their internal claims data. It's likely these companies have data that shows smokers are more likely to be in accidents. If you're a smoker and aren't ready to quit, ask your insurer if your habit factors into your rates. If it does, consider shopping elsewhere. Number 5, change your deductibles. A deductible is the amount you pay for a repair before insurance coverage kicks in. Often, people buy insurance with a deductible of $500. But if you can afford it or truly believe in your ability to avoid causing an accident, consider raising your deductible to $1,000 or higher. You can save up to about 30% off your monthly premiums by hiking your deductible. And finally, number 6, lower coverage for older vehicles. Don't buy comprehensive and collision insurance if you have a car that's more than 10 years old and worth less than $3,000. Now, state laws generally mandate only that you buy insurance that covers damage to others. Comprehensive and collision coverage for you and your car is optional unless the car is still financed. Most finance companies require these coverages. Usually they refer to it as full coverage. Now, why pay hundreds of dollars a year for coverage that at most will pay out the full value of a car worth just a few $1,000s? So there you have it. 6 proven ways to pay less for car insurance. Now, if you liked this video and you found it informative, as always, please drop me a like down below. And if you haven't done so, be sure to watch my other video that talks about what drives up the cost of driving. And then be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring the bell so you'll be notified as soon as the next video is available. So thanks again for watching. I hope you learned something today, and I'll see you in the next video.